We'll talk about foods that exacerbate gut inflammation today, as well as treatments for reducing symptoms and resolving the problem. Any digestive discomfort, bloating, gas, obstructed stools, or irregular bowel movements you may have previously experienced are no longer the only indications of gut inflammation. Millions of people worldwide suffer from autoimmune diseases such as type 1 diabetes, ulcerative colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, lupus, and multiple sclerosis. Each of these has a sizable effect on intestinal inflammation. When your immune system accidentally targets your body, an autoimmune illness develops. Did you know that your gut contains 80% of your immune cells? Even through the gastrointestinal tract extend from the mouth all the way down to the back. When we will talk about the gut, we mostly refer to the intestines. Now, due to the strong connections between your digestive, nervous, and immunological systems, inflammation in your gut has the potential to negatively impact all aspects of your health, including your immune system, brain, mind, and skin, as well as your energy levels and general well-being. Therefore, it's critical to lessen gut inflammation and maintain gut health. Now, the inflammation we're referring about is not an acute one. Acute inflammation is the reaction of your body to an injury, allergy, or illness, and it fades gone as you get better. Like when you fall off your bike and hurt your knee, or when you sneeze because of seasonal allergies. The inflammation that worries us is chronic inflammation, which occurs when the body continually reacts to triggers by causing inflammation. Numerous serious chronic disorders, including diabetes, obesity, and cardiovascular disease, are mostly brought on by this chronic inflammation. Therefore, when we discuss gut inflammation, we mean that your intestines are constantly inflamed. Therefore, the next query is, how does gut inflammation occur? Inflammation in the stomach can happen in two different ways. When your microbiome is out of balance, it is the first sign. Currently, the bacteria, viruses, and fungi that live in your gut make up your microbiome. Either these bacteria are beneficial or hazardous. An imbalance or dysbiosis occurs when there are either too few good guys, too many bad guys, or a combination of both. Pathogens are the evil guys who cause disease, and they gather in groups called biofilms. Now, the pathogens overgrow and release compounds that promote inflammation when your body lacks the beneficial bacteria or probiotics as a result of bad food choices. Additionally, these biofilms hinder your intestines' ability to absorb nutrients and lipids that reduce inflammation. The single layer of cells that make up your intestinal lining, known as the epithelium, can become permeable or leaky, which is the second way that gut inflammation can occur. Large molecules from the digestive tract enter your bloodstream as a result. Now, let's look at the symptoms of an inflamed gut. Your digestive system will be compromised if you had gut inflammation, and you will start to experience both gut and non-gut symptoms. Bloating, gas or excessive flatulence, acid reflux, heartburn, diarrhea, or constipation are some signs of gut inflammation. Low energy and weariness are among the non-gastrointestinal symptoms, along with nausea and vomiting, abdominal discomfort or cramping, bloody or odd feces, accidental weight loss, sweet cravings, and weight gain. Anxiety and depression issues with sleep and night sweats, migraines, or headache, skin conditions such as acne or psoriasis, hormonal conditions like PCOS that cause joint pain and other joint problems, mucus, and sniffles. Before we move on to the next fact, if you have enjoyed our video this far, subscribe now and hit the notification bell to get updates about health and wellness. Next, let's look at the 5 worst food ingredients that cause inflammation in the gut and the rest of the body. Processed sugar, refined sugar, carbohydrates, and additional sugars like high fructose corn syrup are all referred to us as processed sugar. Sugar that has been extracted from its source and added to foods and beverages as a sweetener and to lengthen the shelf life is known as added sugar. Processed sugars and carbohydrates release cytokines, which are inflammatory messengers. Sugary and starchy foods selectively nourish infections in the intestines while starving healthy bacteria, which prefer low-sugar plant fibers. Sugar also weakens the intestinal barrier's defenses, especially when there isn't enough fiber to support the probiotics. Number 4. Gluten. Even if you do not have inflammatory bowel disease, gluten sensitivity, or the gene for celiac disease, you might want to think about cutting back on your intake of wheat. This is so because the gluten fragment known as gliadin, which is present in wheat, causes the gut barrier zonulin protein to be released. Zonulin widens the tight connections, which causes more hazardous substances to flow into the bloodstream. Therefore, consuming gluten can contribute to a persistent low-grade inflammatory condition. According to a 2006 study that appeared in the Scandinavian Journal of Gastroenterology, gluten makes the intestinal lining more permeable for everyone, but notably for celiac patients. The most typical gluten-containing grains are wheat, rye, and barley. Number 3. Ultra-processed foods. Ultra-processed meals have a lot more additives than salt and sugar. Artificial colors, hydrogenated fats, preservatives, and growth-promoting chemicals are among them. Stability over time and flavor. UPF was coined by Brazilian researchers who describe it as industrial compositions having 5 or more constituents. Flavored potato chips, hot dogs, salami, frozen pizzas, white bread, chicken nuggets, fried chicken, French fries, soft beverages, candies made of chocolate, ice cream, whipped toppings, salty snacks, baked foods, and sweetened breakfast cereals are a few examples of UPF. These heavily altered diets undermine the gut barrier and disturb the microbiome in the gut. UPF accounts for 58% of the calories consumed in the US according to a study written out in the BMJ. Number 2. We have vegetable oils. Refined seed oils, which is more precise term for these industrial oils, are also referred to as vegetable oils. They are frequently employed in restaurant cooking and to increase the shelf life of packaged foods. Thus canola, corn, cottonseed, soybean, sunflower, safflower, grapeseed, and rice bran are some of the processed oils. They now clog your arteries and are really terrible for your digestive system. This is due to the fact that they have large concentrations of polyunsaturated omega-6 fatty acids, which are rapidly oxidized by heat and light to produce abnormal molecules. These substances irritate the lining of your stomach and trigger inflammation, which results in a leaky gut. The issue is that most people consume significantly more omega-6 than omega-3, which reduces inflammation. Healthy fats like avocado oil, macadamia oil, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, and extra virgin olive oil should be substituted for vegetable oils to reduce intestinal inflammation. Number 1. We have trans fats. Artificial trans fats are another type of vegetable oil. They are often listed as partially hydrogenated oils on food labels. These are formed by adding hydrogen to vegetable oil so the oil becomes solid at room temperature, even though the FDA banned artificial trans fats in the US. In 2018, they can still be found in some foods. These are vegetable shortening, which is used for making soft and flaky cakes and pastries, microwave popcorn, margarine, fried fast foods, and non-dairy coffee creamers. You'll want to stay far away from these heart disease-causing vegetable oils. So these are the top 5 worst foods that cause gut inflammation you'll want to avoid. Finally, if you're looking for vitamins to heal a leaky gut, the best ones are zinc, carcinine, glutamine, ginger, and aloe vera. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments down below if you have experienced gut inflammation. If you want more educational facts and tips, subscribe to the channel.